if the Pudge connects the hooks, it's a good lane. If he doesn't connect the hooks, it's a very bad lane. So off of that, you can kind of see how things go. And if Tundra's winning the lanes, they can start running down towers with a Nether Blast. Otherwise, you get your items. You get the blinks, you get the, whatever bristleback items he decides he wants this game. Get going before the Spectre is online. But maybe we're going to start with the 5-on-5.
I will say I'm a little concerned about what Yuma kind of has queued up here. Helm, Radiance. I don't know. I was kind of hoping for that let's get started early Orchid kind of fighting Spectre build, but this is the long road. At least what he's got queued up is the long road.
I thought we might see the Blade Mail. Okay, that's a good D ward. And very unusual spot to place. They actually commit 2 observers for this, hoping to find a hook and a kill. They'll just settle for the D ward, and it looks like they'll get out from here. I thought we might see the Blade Mail on the Spectre, because it's a pretty decent Blade Mail game. But Helm Dom's interesting.
Seems like everybody's getting Helm the Dominator, and even Spectre's on that train. So we might be in some trouble.
It'll speed her up, and the armor is good, but you can't bring the creeps when you shadow step, which is the funny part.
There's nowhere to go. Oh God, Toby, you are locked in here, and that will be first blood for Schofield, and then a very late hook from Whisper.
Maybe he's hoping Nature's is hanging around. If you hook Nature's there, he has to TP out. There's no escape. I don't know.
And then his lane feels pretty terrible if he has to maybe, get TP or TP out. But he's got this Sprout to start. Mid lane, it is Bat Rider against this Sand King. How does this matchup go?
You always have to be careful of the Bat Rider. If he builds up a couple napalm stacks and then runs you down, you're always scared of that. And because a lot of your damage just comes from the burning from the spells, you don't care as much about this Sand Blast blind chance in the middle of Sandstorm. So Sand King will have to be careful to start, but eventually you'll just shove out the lanes and then go jungle to avoid the Bat Rider. For example, look how much damage he's going to take. Which, by the way, guys, if you only watch TI, you're tuning back in. 12 stacks of Napalm. Napalm got changed to stack twice per cast, and they doubled the max. So it's like 6 stacks, which is still a lot, but I feel like I am still getting used to that change where I will see like 10 stacks and be like, that's crazy. Oh, wait, no, it's just half the stacks, right?
Yeah, I'm still doing the same thing. I'm right there with you. Ooh, TPing out. Ooh, boy. Okay. Salas, you need to be pretty careful about that.
I mean, the Nightmare hook setup is legit good, especially with Sleepwalk. Right before, you just keep in the creep wave. Even if he Nightmares me, the creep will protect me. He's going to make you move out of the creep wave into the hook. And sure, your support can take it off of you, but then your support's going to get hooked. Ah, here's another one.
Here it is. Nightmare, and all right, no hook, to it. But Schofield is now the one who's actually in trouble. They'll go right for Crystallis and then get the kill. He held that hook, and I questioned it for a second, but now, it turns into 2 kills, and that is a double kill for Whisper on this Pudge. This lane is already starting to feel quite nice.
Dude, this is hype. No bias here, but I cannot help but feel excited and happy when I see a Pudge doing well in a pro match.
Pudge in my pubs, I'm angry.
Despair.
Pudge in my pro games that I'm casting, I'm giddy. I'm ready. I'm happy. I'm sitting in my chair, legs swinging in the air. Like I like it.
Yeah, Heroic fans definitely going to be excited about it too. This is a Pudge 2-0-1 already. 3 flesh heap stacks. Top of net worth. I know it's kind of early for that, but Pudge at top net worth is not usually the fastest farming hero, so that's a good place to be.
And it's not like this goes away, right? Like, there's always going to be Nightmare, and it's just going to get worse because now you only need a level 1 in Nightmare. Brain Sap's all of a sudden level 2. There's more damage coming your way. This is not what you want to see. This is why I want to duo queue with people, too, so I can be the Bane and be like, I'm setting up. Hook, please.
I'll miss a hook on a Nightmare target. Watch me.
Oh, no. Please don't.
Dude, I'm saying the same thing as I throw the hook out. Please don't miss. Please don't miss.
Yuma was putting some damage down onto 33, who is Fatal Bonds up, as we've got a split here with Schofield. And 33, he's actually pretty low with the Shadow Word on him, but Shadow Word's going to run out, and he's going to start to heal up. He's also got that Ring of Health, so that extra 4.5 health regen. Still looking at Helm and Radiance, and I'm curious to see if that's what they commit to. Ooh, Nightmare pulled off. Now Toby chased by Whisper, and he's got Hook, which he could throw at the Nature's Prophet.
Whisper.
Afterwards, the Brain Sap. Whisper's just killing it right now. Another double kill.
Dude, Whisper is 4-0-1. I mean, not to take it, you know, also Schofield's doing amazing, right? It's the two of them together, but 5-0 right now, and it's all the Pudge and the Bane. This is exactly what you want from your last pick, Pudge, because now he's going to be rich. He's going to be able to make space for this Spectre, going for that Helm of the Dominator into the Radiance, like you said.
Oh, Whisper.
Oh, my God. Whisper.
Whisper. The Nightmare, the Glimpse, Toby. Oh, boy. Yeah, they're going to glyph the creeps. That's a kill for Schofield this time. I mean, Whisper's 4-0-2. He's got 2 double kills. Hit him with the Angel Reese because he's got that double-double. And, I mean, this is a lane that I don't even know if you can show back up to.
No, Nature's is jungling, man. He is level 3. He is at a camp. He's like, yeah, no, thank you. I don't have boots. I don't have escapes. I don't want to be hooked anymore. I'm out of here. But you're not going to be a very fast jungler at level 3. So a very successful top lane for Heroic. Looks like Analog's trying to steal some stacks over here.
He might be in a bit of a bad position. Burrow Strike with the Sprout, and 3 heroes are here. Tundra just pick up Analog.
It was a greedy play with a lot of payoff. You know that Soxa has been stacking for, well, whether it's the Bristleback or the Sand King doesn't really matter, right? You just know he's going to stack for those heroes. So if you can actually steal it away, it's another huge win for you. This time he does get punished, and some very much needed recovery for Crystallis showing up to that gank.
Whisper's got a free lane, and he's just picked up an Ogre Axe. He's looking to just go Ag's first item.
It's actually really good versus Pugna because of the reduction in the heal. Also versus the Soothing Saplings. It's actually just free up here. They've just abandoned that lane.
Yeah, I mean, the tower. You'll get the tower. You'll get the gold. You can't really react at the moment.
No, and because you have so much space, Schofield heads into the jungle, gets a deep ward down. The Spectre isn't level 6 yet, but their lane has also been going fairly well. So already 5.5. That means the natures that you know he's jungling in there, trying to avoid that Pudge. You're going to know exactly where he is for ganks or just shadow stepping in. 71% accuracy? I've never hit that high in my life.
Round that up. That's 100% with what we've been seeing.
That's NA math, right? He's never made a perfect 5.
Oh, come on!
Bump that number up, baby.
Whisper from downtown, baby. Hits that hook. Yeah, give me the number again. Oh, man. All right, Whisper. Oh, man.
That ward paid off.
From the Jimmer range. I mean, Jesus.
All right, now he's looking to bump that number up again. He's gonna smoke in with that deep ward, head to mid. Though you should know this is happening, something like this on Tundra, because that's a free lane top, and suddenly he's leaving it without taking the tower. So they should be careful. BZM is hanging in the trees, knowing to be careful, but still wants the rune. This is gonna be the death of him.
Oh, all right, BZM,
unless they don't see him.
Attempt. See what they can get out of this. Whispers feel so strong. Fatal Bonds come out. BZM is gone. Toby, he is going to drop. That's 2 kills here, and 33 shows up, but he's surrounded. Oh, gosh. Chaotic Offering, 8 minutes in. Not sure they thought that KJ had that kind of farm. Spectral Dagger from Yuma gets the kill. And that is 3 for the side of Heroic.
Whisper TP top. He's going to find this Natures. Bump that number up.
Oh, God. Hooks on hooks. It is gonna be.
Oh, that was close.
Just getting away.
Dude, every stat item he bought saved his life right there on nature. 77.
The numbers keep going up. Those two branches made sure Crystallis survived. Every attribute mattered.
But he did have to TP home, and because it's so early, teleportation's still a pretty long cooldown. So it is continuing to slow down your farm on this Nature's, who's usually a pretty stable laner thanks to the healing from Soothing Sapling. He's behind a Spectre, notoriously weak laner Spectre. She's got her Helm of the Dominator. She's farming. She's second on net worth behind the Pudge.
Yeah. The high percentage Pudge.
Also, there's a Bat Rider in the game. He hasn't had to do anything.
No, he's so happy. He's not even going Blink Dagger. He's like, he'll just hit hooks. I'm fine. I'm going Boots of Travel.
It's gonna be even more global pressure from the side of Heroic with that. 7 stacks from Pugna. Yeah, I mean, we were saying, right, Tundra knows they're not planning to go late game, but you can kind of go for the mid game, right? So you're not in a huge rush here. Stack up, hit your item timings, which I think is still the plan. It doesn't really change now that your safe lane got destroyed. It is still the Bristle and the Sand King who need to hit their items and make space, and that will be your recovery plan.
Gosh, we are talking heavy recovery plan. To be fair, 2,000 net worth lead, not that big, but it is what is kind of lurking in the timeline, right? That is a little bit scary. The Ags pick up power burst that's going to come through from the Pudge. How quick this Radiance is going to come in for the Spectre. Bat Rider now, level 8. He's like, oh, lockdown doesn't matter. I don't need a blink. I don't even need to skill up lasso right now. I've got a level to use, but I'm not even going to put it into it. He had a level and he put it into the Firefly.
It is technically, 3K. It's not the end of the world, but it's also verse Spectre, right? It's like when an Alchemist is 2,000 ahead as a team, you're like, oh, they're ahead. Yeah, but it's an Alchemist. You're supposed to be a lot more ahead. Yeah. So that's the real scary thing for Tundra, and I think that number is going to keep growing because they're slowing down a little bit as they try to finish up this Ags on the Pudge. There are some stacks in the triangle for him, though. You would think it might go to the carry or the mid. He just wants to finish his Ags. Give him the stacks. Get him some help from the Warlock so he can sustain through it. Kill the Sand King while you're at it.
Ooh, Burrow Strike and the Life Drain bailing. So Yuma goes back to bottom.
Here comes Pudge.
Can he hit a hook? Oh,
spotted.
He's seen, yeah. Watcher ends up spotting Whisper. Not going to be taking any chances from downtown, but he'll throw... See, okay. He throws a hook, he hits a catapult creep, he gets the gold, but that counts as a miss in the percentages. I don't know if that's fair.
We'll need to manually adjust the stats a little bit, perhaps.
We're going to have to go back to the statistics post-game and fix this. Smoke attempt here from Tundra. They've smoked up BZM as well as Saksa. Let's see.
He wants to steal
Epicenter to steal these stacks? Maybe fight. A Chaotic Offering comes in. That stops the life drain. Sox is in trouble. All these creeps hitting away as well as the Fatal Bonds. They'll end up trading supports, and now BZM, he's going to be dismembered. But KJ dies. Still worth it here, a 2 for 2. That favors the side of Heroic with Whisper getting a kill.
That almost went even better because as Whisper hooked the Bane, trying to save him, Spectre shadow stepped in, blocking the hook. I don't know if we'll count that as a Pudge miss or not, but it cost the Bane his life. They still kill the Sand King and the Pugna though, and I think they get most of the stack from that. I think he managed to get some on the Sand King, but not very much. And the Ags is now done on the Pudge. Yeah. That fight gets him, a third of the way to the Blink Dagger real fast too.
That is feeling pretty good for Heroic. This is one of the fastest farming Pudges I've seen. I mean, he's having a lot of success.
Looking for a little more.
looking for somebody to come over to the 14-minute shrine. That's what they're really looking for. And it might just be 33. Smoke gets broken, and this Watcher should have eyes. And let's see. Oh, okay. Come on. They've also got a lasso happening at the same time and a Soxa. Well, they get the Fiend's Grip on a 33 with the edge. There's no chance for 33.
Immediately TP's over to secure his own Wisdom Shrine that Toby is trying to steal. Oh, good glimpse, Toby. They have Shadow Step still, though.
Yeah. He almost got it. If he was a little bit closer in getting it, the Electromagnetic Repulsion almost pushed the Spectre out where he had a split second that if the timer was a little bit shorter, he could have gotten it. But this is just all going the way of Heroic.
The level 9 Warlock.
Yeah, the early Black Room War that gave him level 6 at 8 minutes was kind of... I mean, it's been really impactful. Let's just say that. Epicenter attempt, and this is going to be onto the Bane. Schofield Nightmare, and will eventually die. All 5 heroes here for Tundra to get a kill on a Bane.
You also get the mid tower, which you certainly need. But getting a support with a 5-man rotation does not feel the greatest. They immediately all scatter back to farming, though. And this is one of the nice things about the Nature's Prophet. Usually the 5-man rotations punish you because you lose a lot of map efficiency, but Nature's, right, he has a teleportation. He goes straight back, so it's not as inefficient as pretty much any other hero. And I think you kind of have to make those kind of plays when it's 15-4, right? You can't bring 3 heroes and then get out-rotated and fall even further behind.
Wrath of Nature, grab some gold. Owner first. Relic has been picked up for Spectre.
EZM's been spotted up here. Shadow Step's available. Bane's on the way. Pugna's ready to save him with the heals, though.
Just can't be positioned too close, or the Chaotic Offering makes your life very difficult. And this Ob sees them, so they're going to bail. They need to get out of there. They've done just that, though. They get out of there. They don't end up losing anything. Maybe a little bit of the timing slowed down for a second for the Pudge, who hasn't bought out on the Blink Dagger yet, but is holding on to 2,900 gold. So he's thinking maybe something else. Do I save up the gold and change it up here?
If you get a BKB, I don't think you can possibly die. If you get Shivas, you amp your own damage, which is already ridiculous right now, and the Radiance is about to be done on the Spectre. We were talking about the, oh, what if it's a slow game? Having a free time, has the Helm of the Dominator. Radiance going to finish up around, 17 and a half minutes. That's a really good timing. My pub Spectres rushing the Radiance don't even have it right now, so it is a very good timing for the Spectre that you could then amp with the Shivas, your Bat Rider's magic damage as well. So we'll see what he's deciding, because he's at 3,000 right now.
Yeah, I guess it's a question of whether or not you want to go to the Shivas, or do you want to have yourself that double BKB timing? Because Bat Rider's about to finish his BKB, and Pudge just about has the gold for it. So would you rather a double BKB timing to just kind of make sure you feel safe in these fights and go? Or do you amp the damage, right?
He's probably also thinking, you get the blink to help you initiate. He's like, I barely miss hooks. Like, what's the point? I'll just throw the hook to initiate. 33
and BZM over here, and now they will use that Shadow Step. It gave them a little bit of vision there, and that's followed up by the Fiend's Grip that comes through from Schofield to get the kill on a BZM. Soxa dies to Yuma. Also picks up 60 more gold, taking the Nether Ward, and immediately TP's made to get more farm. Has this Radiance online, heading towards that Yasha, and I believe has already bought, that Blade of Alacrity. So really just the gold influx is coming in here for the side of Heroic. And with that, surpasses the Pudge, who's having an amazing game up to this point.
Still undecided on his item, though. I mean, when you've got double the money necessary for a blink, I have to imagine he's skipping it for now and just keeping it in the quick buy in case he wants to get it later.
That's what I would assume. Maybe they game plan differently, or if they're like, hey, we're going to smoke, we want you to have Blink. All right, I'll pick up Blink.
Yeah, there it is. Straight BKB.
The full BKB. So they'll have this double BKB timing.
I think it's really hard to die now. A lot of the damage comes from the epicenter on the Sand King. You know, maybe get trapped in the static storm, stuff like that. Now you're just not going to care.
And again, Analog, he's got BKB, so he's going to get the pull in here. And BZM is going to be shadow stepped. He has no way to escape. You think you're out, but you've already used that burrow strike. There's nowhere for you to walk to really get yourself any distance away from these heroes.
Schofield has been hunting up here. He is constantly in this area.
He's constantly hiding in those trees. And now they're the ones who have that vision in that little river area by that ancient camp. Pudge, meanwhile, taking a tier 1 mid.
Usually a support on their own just isn't that scary. But
so much time of control. And then,
yeah.
Right now, it's only 4.5 seconds on Nightmare. You've also got the Fiend's Grip. If you're able to hold that, it can, you know, you're doing a lot of damage. Spectre doesn't have to show up immediately with the Shadow Step. But it does give so many of your heroes time to respond to anything that you catch. We're going to send 4 heroes over to get this Tormentor. Ooh, instead, they'll Shadow Step. They'll TP bottom. They'll look as they're trying to get more than just this Toby kill. They'll get both supports on the side of Tundra. And that's Analog splitting it with his other allies, and then Yuma getting the kill. As Yuma steps up to 5-0-7, and I mean, he is close to finishing off the Manta style.
Can we get a recap on where Pudge hook percentage is at?
What's your over-under right now? I'm going to say 66.
I think so.
Ooh, what? See, again,
maybe it's including the creep farms.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
In my heart, that's 100%.
That's what I said. We round up on this broadcast. We're big advocates of just rounding up. Schofield now, he also gets the shard. We've talked about this, giving you that brain sap upgrade where you're able to just farm.
Yeah, he's earned it, man. He's had so many setups with the Nightmares and the Fiend's Grip, 3, 2, and 13 on the Bane. He deserves the shard. Deserves a bit more farm. He's going to get a Glimmer Cape. Not only the night vision to find plays, but he's going to sneak in invis, Nightmare you, Fiend's Grip you. Now what are you going to do about that?
Yeah, it's going to be tough, and right now it's 20-4 in favor of Heroic, and they have just been blazing a path right through Tundra the entire time. I mean, this has just been aggression. They're the ones averaging a kill a minute just about, and, you know, it really just, you're trying to find a weakness here on her, you know, on Tundra to find finally a moment where they can take out Heroic, but it's not easy. It's really been a bit disjointed, and it won't be too disjointed. They'll get the kill on the KJ, but again, it's using all these heroes to go over to get a support. Now the jump is in. They get the kill on a BZM. They look over. They find Toby Crystal. It's going to try and TP out, but the Fiend's Grip is there. They got nothing to stop it. He goes, and he's got this Glimmer Cape, so he's going to survive. This might just be a full team wipe. 33, he's trying to run down Schofield, get something out of this, and finally will, but they've lost 4. They still have the lasso, they still have the control, and that is a full team wipe here for Heroic.
First and most importantly, I don't think it counts as a Whisper hook miss when Spectre shadow steps in front of him on the hook that's already been thrown. That's not on Whisper. But secondly, that's the state of the game. Tundra was smoked up as a team. They see the Pudge alone in the river. Okay, look. He just jumps in on his own. He cannot be killed with the BKB. He is so farmed. Plus, they already used Epi. I say that. The Quills did build up. He got kind of low towards the end, but 33 just can't do it on his own. in this game as the rest of his team gets picked off. Which, earlier, before this replay, they saw Pudge alone in the river, and they go, yeah, not that guy. We have to find, there's a warlock. You know, get that guy. They try to just get the support with the epicenter. They succeed, but then they just can't get out and still lose. They get wiped versus 4 heroes of Heroic. That's how far behind they are right now.
And, oh, Crystallis. Oh, no. Yuma's got another kill, getting tipped by his allies. Oh, okay,
that counts.
That's a miss. That's a miss.
But at the end of this,
99% now.
I don't even care. I want the graphic to pop up, and I want like a red X drawn through the actual percentage number, and like just a 100 drawn in. All right, ignore that 5, guys. That's a 100% hit rate right there.
Surely production has a way to switch that
draw
to just
markers on the screen.
No, just say 100. You can say whatever the number out of whatever, but just it's always 100%.
And a map written underneath that.
This has been a brutal slapdown by Heroic. But they still got to finish it off. They still got to push. They still got to take these towers and get this game under their belt. Long road to that, because there are still all the tier 2s still standing, but they've got this Aegis, so now they can finally start to really get some objectives after that Roche. And the objective right now is to go for 33. Fiend's Grip ready, all that control. 33 never had a chance, and Whisper just right in their face. We're looking to really get some more. Is this going to be a hook that hits? It's on cooldown for 4 seconds, so Soxa trying to run. The Nether Ward is out. Doesn't matter. He'll turn ethereal, but eventually he'll be dismembered. Glimmer Cape, just not even a save. This is
usually, I would say
Heroic.
a silver lining for Tundra is that the building damage is not that good from the side of Heroic. But Analog, who we're watching run BZM on his own right here, with the Arsonist facet, Bat Rider's building damage is actually not too bad if you want to get the shard as well. That could actually help you push faster with this huge lead you have. Otherwise, maybe it's a place that you get stalled out versus Tundra, and they can drag this on and try to find a timing later. But it is into a Spectre, right? Like, even though you have the Nature's Prophet, who usually gets really scary as it gets later on in the game, Spectre is an equal, if not greater threat, thanks to Shadow Step. And now Haunt has the Ag, so now you don't even need to see them. You can just pop up whenever you want.
That's scary. And now it's
Supports are looking at
cooldown
that,
for Haunt,
and they're like, "Oh no, guys, I'm gonna be in the fountain. I'm gonna wait there."
So I will say this: I think the last time I saw a Spectre game, it was Ame on the Spectre, and it might have been they were playing against Tidebound, because I believe Innocence was the silencer, and he was just sitting in fountain with the fountain protection on, waiting to use Global Silence. But he would use Global Silence, and the Spectre was so farmed that he would go into the fountain, kill the silencer, and leave before dying.
Which is illegal. You're not allowed to do that.
And it was illegal because the Spectre ended up losing that game. Which is
That's
crazy.
what you get. You're not allowed to do that.
Moral of the story, it ain't over until it's over. They're coming over on Tundra to try and make a move somewhere, but Pudge is ready. They've got a Bane on the high ground. There goes the Haunt. They still have this Shadow Step. They can kill immediately onto Toby. They hit that lasso. It's on a BZM. The focus is on a 33 as they hit the Fatal Bonds. Crystallis is gone. Fiend's Grip onto the Bristleback. That is going to be 4 heroes dead. Looking like a team wipe as the chase is on to Soxa. They've got everybody ready, and this will be another team wipe for Heroic. 34-6. GG is called. Heroic just blast Tundra in game number 1.
That's
and
a 100%
just for good measure, the
hook rate.
47.8% on the hook.